The path to greatness is often filled with obstacles, but it is our determination and resilience that define our success. By embracing a positive mindset and staying focused on our vision, we can overcome any hurdles and ultimately reach our desired destination. Hey everybody, Nakul here from SKILLS PTE ACADEMIC. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome packed video on 20 myths about PTE exam busted in the next 20 minutes. But before we get into the video, if you're not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. You can check the information in the description of this video. To your left, a WhatsApp link, you can click on the link, send us a message. We will do the needful. Alright, without further delay, let's get right into the very first myth. The very first myth is grammar is very important in the PTE speaking. Remember, PTE speaking, all it needs is only the fluency and also your clarity, not even the pronunciation. Grammatical sentences, especially in your describe, image and written lecture, are definitely not needed. If you try to speak a sentence grammatically correct, you may end up making some corrections. As a result, your fluency dips because you hesitate, you fumble, marks will go down. Don't go behind the grammar in your PTE speaking. Even if you have written some grammatically wrong sentences in your written lecture, just speak them. Don't try to correct them. Don't think that you give a grammatically correct sentence, your marks will go up 100%. No. Your marks will go up only when your fluency goes up, only when your clarity is very, very clear, and if you don't have pitch issues. Grammar is of least concern in the PTE speaking and only in PTE speaking. Remember this. The second myth is native pronunciation is very, very crucial to get that 90 speaking, because in the Pearson scorecard it says pronunciation 5 marks only if you speak like a native speaker. Well, so what I did, I tried to download some pronunciation apps. Now I'm working on my native like pronunciation, Australian or British. I'm bored with Indian accent. So all these are the troubles that you invite by believing these myths. Pronunciation is of no use. The software has already mastered all kinds of pronunciation in all these years. Let's say you have an Indian pronunciation or any Asian pronunciation, you don't have to worry. You will get the scores. I am the real example. I have 90. All my students who are in India have got 90. You don't really have to worry. But remember that you invite the trouble, you invite the worry only when you go behind this pronunciation and checking your scores in third-party applications where it says pronunciation low score. So you start believing them and start working towards pronunciation. Definitely all these are time waste. What gives you mark is fluency. Very soon I'm going to show you how to speak in the PTE speaking as well. Just make sure you speak that way. You'll get your scores, but focus on your clarity. When you speak, you have to open the mouth more clearer. If you do that, and if it's easily understandable by anyone who listens to you, even a chat GPT or something, then you don't have any pronunciation issues. Don't think that you need to have a native like pronunciation to get good scores. Absolutely not required. The number third myth is speak with intonation so that you get more marks in your PTE speaking, because Pearson score guide says you need to intonate, give some syllable stress, give some emphasis for whichever the word is important. You go behind it. We have seen scores. I myself have scored 51, 63 in PTE speaking before I went on to get 90. I've seen many instances of students where they intonated the voice intentionally with the hope of getting a good score, but what happened later? The marks were really low. So let me just show you a small demonstration of what intonation is all about. The path to greatness is often filled with obstacles, but it is our determination and resilience that define our success. So the one that I showed just now is slightly intonated. If I do this, will I get marks? No. In the worst case, you may end up getting speaking 90, but reading will definitely be low. There are other variations as well where people completely intonate, for example, something like this. The path to greatness is often filled with obstacles. It's full singing. All this will not give you scores. You just have to be bland. Right now I'm talking to you. Am I giving any intonation? Am I giving any stresses? I'm just going in the flow. The path to greatness is often filled with obstacles, but it is our determination and resilience that define our success. By embracing a positive mindset and staying focused on our vision, we can overcome any hurdles and ultimately reach our desired destination. Well, this is the way to speak in the PTE read aloud, and throughout your speaking, you do this, you get the marks. You go behind the myths that I'm right now busting. Definitely your marks will go down. Remember this. The fourth myth is don't give any pauses for your comma or full stop. That's how you get that 90. Yes, that's how you can get 90 in the speaking, but reading marks go down. Remember, majority of the speaking modules, for example, read aloud, contributes 35 marks to your reading. And then repeat sentence and written lecture contributes 41 marks to listening as well. So when you do any PTE read aloud or repeat sentence or read a lecture, there is a way to do. If you don't do it and simply go fast, for example, in read aloud like I'm showing you, just speak fast by not even considering comma and full stop, you may still get 90 speaking, but your reading will be less. Remember this, remember this, remember this. So let me just show you a small illustration on what exactly I meant. The path to greatness is often filled with obstacles, but it is our determination and resilience that define our success. By embracing a positive mindset and staying focused on our vision, we can overcome any hurdles and ultimately reach our desired destination. Well, this is how people do it. I have seen right in front of my eyes. All this will not give the score. Since your fluency is fast, your speed is fast, you may still get 90 in speaking. Don't be surprised, but that's not the right way to do it, because if you get 90 in speaking, it does not mean that you get 35 marks to reading from this module called Read Aloud. You may have gotten only 15 or 16 out of 35 towards your reading from this if you speak this way. So what is the ideal way to speak for comma and pauses? So right now, whatever the way I am giving the pauses for a comma and full stop, the same way you got to do it. It's ample pauses, not significant pauses. Don't delay it for a very long time. The path to greatness is often filled with obstacles, but it is our determination and resilience that define our success. By embracing a positive, no, this also will go down. You just have to give a small pause and pick it up. The rhythm should not be lost. The path to greatness is often filled with obstacles, but it is our determination and resilience that define our success. By embracing a positive mindset and staying focused on our vision, we can overcome any hurdles and ultimately reach our desired destination. Well, this is the way to do it. If there is a comma, you give an ample pause and continue. Don't break the rhythm, and also don't just skip them with a view of getting that speed and rhythm. You're going to lose your marks. Remember this. The fifth myth is give as many keywords as possible in your describe image. Well, this is psychologically people think if I give more keywords, if I give right keywords, I get more marks. That's what's happening just inside your mind. But the world is so big. There are many things that happen outside your mind. Come out of it. Come out of your assumption. It's an image. A software cannot predict what is inside an image. And there is no perfect answer for an image, because an image can speak 1,000 different things. So how do you ensure the keyword that you're giving is the right keyword? In fact, there is no keyword there. It's a computer which cannot predict what is present inside the image. Whether you give the keywords or not, it is not going to make any difference towards your scores with respect to describe image towards speaking. What makes a difference in describe image is not the keyword but your fluency. You need to be fluent when you speak, the way you did in the read aloud. The same way you got to speak in describe image. Whether you keywords or not, it's secondary. Now, if you give more keywords, do you really think you can speak in describe image the way you did in the read aloud? 100% not possible. Very, very difficult. Very few out of 1 in 1,000 will do it. Rest all will fumble. That means your keyword theory is going for a toss. It's a proper math. You give more keywords, be ready to see a low score. You give less keywords, be ready to see more score. So it's the opposite of what you think is correct. This is absolute myth, so use any template. I've shared many templates. Make sure you put max of 2, 3 or 4 keywords and not more than that. Just speak these words and rest all template should cover. Give that flow, you shall have a good score. Instead of this, you go behind this myth, giving more keywords, your scores will be low. Remember this. The sixth myth is to write advanced words in the essay, and also never repeat a particular word. Always make sure you write synonyms. See, all these are true for your IELTS exam, not for PTE. PTE is a different exam. In your PTE exam, what matters is not the template. For your essay writing, it is grammar and spelling. You can repeat the same words. Don't get into all these things. Not repeating, writing a synonym, all these are absolute time waste. You have to finish your essay writing in 15 minutes. The remaining 5 minutes you need to give time to proofread the essay. If you have to finish the essay writing in 15 minutes, then you should just make sure to start writing without thinking much about not repeating the word, writing advanced words, advanced vocabulary, not required. What matters is write grammar and the spelling. To get the perfect grammar and the spelling, focus this into grammar and the spelling and not just on the vocabulary. Remember this. The seventh myth is to write more synonyms in your summarized written text. Well, you write synonyms, meaning there is a paragraph and you're trying to write something different from the paragraph to summarize the written text. Your reading marks will go down. Don't do this. Exactly copy paste whatever is there, exactly type. Don't change any of the words. Randomly take 2 full sentences, 1 complete sentence, add a connector in between with a comma, second complete sentence, put a full stop. This is summarized written text. You try to do more than this, then perhaps your marks will go down in the reading section, because summarized written text contributes 4 to 5 marks towards your writing and reading both. You use a synonym thinking if you put a same word you get low score. It is just over here. Outside this mind, there are many other things going on. Remember not to fall for this trap. Make sure to use the exact word so that you get a better score towards your writing and reading. The eighth myth is this. They intentionally keep your scores low. So give exam again, you will get it 100% no. They will not intentionally keep your scores low. They don't have a grudge on you. They are not your neighbors, friends, some other guy. No, it's just Pearson over there. It's a computer. It will not even know who you are. It doesn't know you exist. getting it right. So whatever you do, if you've got low scores, it is because you've made mistakes. If you give again, same scores will repeat. We've seen numerous occurrences, people giving exams again and again and then come back to me saying, I've given exam 15 times. I see all 15 score reports, ditto, same, just 1 or 2 marks here and there, up and down. Don't do this. They don't intentionally keep your scores low. If you've got low scores, accept it. You've made mistakes. You fix it. You will increment the scores. Remember that. The 9th method is, I got very low scores in speaking because templates are not working. Remember, the modules that have templates, especially in PTE speaking, is describe image, written lecture. Describe image contributes 6 to 8 marks. Written lecture contributes 6 to 8 marks. Max to max, 15-16 marks from this module. Getting it? So what gives you mark in the speaking is not the modules that have templates. The modules that don't have templates, read aloud 35 marks, repeat sentence 30 marks. 60 to 65 marks will come from these 2 modules towards your speaking. So templates are not working, templates are working, only happens inside YouTube. Outside YouTube, the reality is something sitting very far away from you. Kindly acknowledge this. The 10th myth is, I added extra words in write from dictation, so I got low scores. 100% no, this is a pure myth. Adding extra words will not reduce your scores. What people think is, I added extra words, I got negative marking, software found out, so I got low scores. No. Let's just see a small demo where I add extra words and show you why a person gets low score. So the correct answer is, the pandemic led to a significant increase. If this is the audio with 7 words in it, the pandemic led to a significant increase. There are 7 words, 7 marks, but the written answer by student is this. The pandemic. 3 pandemics he added, but all 3 spellings are wrong. Led, lead, lad, all spellings are wrong. Led is not matching. 2 A is matching, the is matching. So far 3 words matched. Significant, all words are wrong. Increase, both the spellings wrong. So if this is the case, he ends up getting 3 marks for a 7-word audio, and he comments to this particular video by saying, don't add extra words, I got 35 overall. The point is, if he doesn't add extra words also, he would have got 35 overall only. So when you add, it has to match. If it doesn't match, then simply adding will not give you more scores. Remember this. The 11th myth is, I got writing marks very low. I think my templates are not working. Templates will not give you any scores. Remember, it's mostly what's present inside the template. And essay module will hardly contribute 10 to 12 marks if 1 question comes, and if 2 questions comes, perhaps 18 to 20 marks, or not more than that. If you have got 60, then it's definitely not the essay module. Out of 20, let's say because of template or because of something in the essay, you may have got out of 20. 14 or 15, 5 marks you would have lost. Still you can get 85 out of 90, yes or no? Because writing marks will majorly don't come from your writing section. Writing marks will actually come from reading, writing, fill in the blanks, 25 marks. Listening, fill in the blanks, 15 marks. Write from dictation, 40 marks. 40 plus 25 plus 15. 80 marks, approximately 70 to 75 to 80 marks towards your writing comes from these 3 sections. The remaining comes from your essay, summarized, written text, spoken text. Hardly 10 to 15 marks and not more than that. Your templates are not working, they're all just YouTube things. What lies outside this is the reality. Remember this. The 12th myth is, I got very low listening scores. I think my summarized spoken text template is not working. Summarized spoken text hardly gives you 5 to 6 marks and not more than that. If the template is not working, you would have got 2-3 marks out of 5 to 6, but this in any way cannot contribute majorly towards your listening scores. You can skip summarized spoken text and still can get 82, 83, 84 listening, you know this, right? The idea is very simple. These are the YouTube things. So don't fall for these traps. Summarized spoken text template is not working, that is not working, no. Take any template, write 4 or 5 phrases on your own without grammar and spelling mistakes. You shall bag those 5 to 6 out of 5 to 6 marks from summarized spoken text towards your listening and writing. Apart from this, don't believe anything that you hear with respect to the templates. This is the truth. The 13th myth is, I study all the prediction files. I think I'll get mostly from these prediction files because my friend got it. Your friend is that lucky person who got it. It's 1 out of 100 people will get 1 question repeated. Especially right from dictation, you can expect some repeated questions. But reading, fill in the blanks, it's so difficult to take the repeated question. I'm not sure how people get the reading, fill in the blanks repeated question. For example, right from dictation, they can ask the students who just finished the exam and get what was asked in the exam with respect to right from dictation. It's a small sentence. A person who writes the exam would remember. Reading, fill in the blanks, it's very difficult to get. So they're not trustworthy. Don't go behind it. 1 person out of 100 can get 1 question. That will not make any difference towards your scores. Don't go behind prediction files. It's not going to make any difference towards your scores. Remember. The 14th myth is, book the exam in the morning slot. less people will be there, you can score more. Remember, all this will not work. See, it's a noise cancellation headset. Even if more people are there, it's absolutely fine. Unless someone is literally screaming, it may affect. But usually all this are not the problem. And trust me, what if everyone follows this method and books the exam in the morning slot? Morning slot will be full, evening and afternoon slot will be empty. So don't worry about all these things. Just prepare well, give exam, you shall have a better score. The 15th myth is, I got very low speaking scores. Next time I'm gonna scream because my friend shouted he got 90. I have got 50, I think I'll shout. Don't shout. Your friend got 90 by shouting doesn't mean that you shout and get 90. Shouting will definitely reduce your scores. I'm not sure how your friend got 90 by screaming, but yes, if you scream, your reading marks will go down, speaking will go down, few of the words will not be clearer. All you got to do is make sure you speak naturally. You add naturality towards your PTE speaking so that marks will come up. In spite of doing this, people try to do all sorts of other things because they follow some of the myths like this. This is a pure myth. Don't scream, don't shout, don't have to increase the volume too high. Just normal volume, totally fine, you shall have a better score. The 16th myth is, I forgot to put a full stop in the right from dictation towards the end. I think that's the reason I got low scores. This is not a priority. You can skip the full stop, comma, if you want you can put it. All these are not going to make any difference towards your scores. In right from dictation, what matters is, whatever you write should match the words in the audio. In the audio, the full stop is there is no marks for full stop. Rest of the words you match, work on your listening skills, work on the spelling. Don't pay attention to all this silly thing, putting a full stop, putting a comma, all this are not going to give marks. We have tested and tried this on number of occurrences. We have skipped the full stop and got 90. We skipped commas, we got 90. We did not start with the capital letter, we got 90. We wrote everything in capital, we got 90. We wrote everything in small, we got 90. All these are not a priority. What is the priority that no one is working on? Listening skills and spelling. You listen, you understand, divide them into phrases and write with the correct spelling. This is the priority. Work on that. Don't pay attention to this myth. The 17th myth is about essay writing. I forgot to click the submit button. I think that's the reason essay is not counted. Look at my writing score. It's 45, 100% no. Essay is timed. Meaning in 20 minutes whatever you write automatically it will consider. So even if you don't click the submit button because timer ran off, 20 minutes got over, it will automatically consider whatever you have last written. So don't have to worry, it will be 100% scored. But last write from dictation, it is not timed. So if you don't click the submit button, there are chances that it is not taken into consideration, because of which few of the people have got low scores, but some have gotten it. But again I'm reminding you, essay don't worry, but last write from dictation, listening module, last write from dictation. Click the submit button and finish the exam before the timer runs off. Here there is a possibility that the last write from dictation may not be counted. The 18th myth is, I was keeping the mic very much away, so I got less scores I believe. Next time I'm gonna keep inside my mouth. Have seen people doing it over here, someone was putting it and chewing it because the person thinks mic needs to be very near. So right now my mic is over here. I'm using a different mic today. Is the audio not clear? So mic placement is actually not going to make any difference unless you are keeping it right over here so that your breathing gets affected and you lose marks, or else you keep it very close to the mouth so that it echoes for some explosive sounds. As long as you keep it away from your mouth, it's totally fine. So keep it as away as possible. Later my mic is here, this is the proof. If you keep it very close, it becomes unbearable sounds. So just keep it parallel to the mouth, somewhere here, 3-finger distance, somewhere here, it's totally fine. Don't have to bring it over here, bring it very close inside the mouth, inside the teeth and chew it, not required. Remember this. The 19th tip is the most important one. I think all my tips and tricks have failed, so I got very low scores. So what do? I become more smarter than before. I'll change the coaching center to get updated tips. People text me sometimes in Instagram, can I get all the updated tips? What gives you mark is here, reading fill in the blanks, reading, writing fill in the blanks, listening fill in the blank, write from dictation, read aloud, repeat sentence. If you keep the speaking apart, it's these 4 sections: reading FIB, reading, writing FIB, listening FIB, write from dictation. Here there are no updated tips. Here it's pure English. Work on your English, work on your grammar, collocation. These are the real things. This nobody wants to listen. What they want is updated tips, so that just like this they get the score. Just like this, if you need to get the scores, then you should have worked on your English all these years. All these years also I have not worked. Tomorrow, today also I don't want to work. Just updated tips will not give you any scores. It will be 45, 50 only. Work on the real thing. You shall have a better score. No need to change the coaching center. The last step is, in my repeat sentence, I'm going to add this fancy sentence, I'm at a lovely place, I'm at a lovely place, I'm at a lovely place. Meaning the sentence is, please come to the next seminar properly prepared. and the student listens to it and speaks back. Please come to the seminar. I'm at a lovely place. I'm at a lovely place. I'm at a lovely place. See my fluency, full perfect rhythm. I think I'm going to get more marks, 100%. No, your listening will be completely stuck. Your speaking will be stuck. Repeat sentence is a test of your listening skills. You prove to the software that you've got a good listening skill. Don't show it to the software, the other side of it. See, software, I've got a very bad listening skill. Please listen to me. No, all these are not the right way to do it. Speak less in the repeat sentence. If there are 12 words in the audio, you speak 3 words and add lovely place will give you low scores. On the other hand, for those 12 words, you speak 6-7 words, first 6-7 words from left to right, perfectly without any fumbles, you get better scores. So work on the right tips, right technique. All this, perhaps seem like they're going to get you 90, 100%. Now, repeat sentence contributes 30 marks towards your speaking and 30 marks towards your listening, meaning 60 marks. If you apply this for all the repeat sentence, out of 60, you may get 0 and not even 1 mark more than that. So work on the suggestions that I gave you. If repeat sentence is difficult for you, especially for the lengthy ones. See, simple ones, don't change anything. 5 words, 6 words, 7 words, speak exactly as it is. 12-word audio, I'm finding it difficult. Speak first 6-7 words perfectly as it is, from left to right, without any fumbles, and click next. You're going to have a better score. Alright, I think that's all for today. I really hope the video was informative. Well, if you believe the same, like, share and subscribe and leave your valuable comments in the comment section. With this, I'll park the video here. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.